brothers and sisters. Welcome to AsiaFortress. And today we have the match between two strong warrior group named Hong Hat Buff and the other group being Saturday Night Live with Catman. And today we'll have the first map, that being Process. And then what's the second map? Snake Water, right? Or what?
It might be. We'll
Hello.
see what they pick. Cause for us, in AsiaFortress now losers pick. So we'll see what they pick.
Right now we're still readying up. All the players are not yet in the server. But when they do, I believe who do you think is stronger? I think the stronger warrior is Hong Hat Buff.
So
Do you believe? Do you agree?
we can take a look at the rosters in a bit, but before we go too far, we can take a look at the betting odds as well. Cause if we see now,
Shameless plug.
yeah, shameless plug. It looks pretty even. SNL is at 1.5x, Hong Hat is at 1.3. So it's pretty even. It's kind of hard to say. I think both teams are pretty evenly matched. I think both teams have really good players. So I think this is gonna be a pretty interesting match today, for sure. What do you think, Gale? What are your thoughts on this game?
Well, I've definitely been out of the scene for a while, so I'm not caught up with like the current skill levels of these players. But I know most of the people on Hong Hat Buff, whatever you want to call them, and they're definitely the favorite, like undisputed favorites for like 99% of the player base. The 1% person who like bet on SNL is the only reason Hong Hat Buff has like a 1.3 odd or whatever.
Yeah, for sure.
I noticed in Saturday Night Live with Catman, I noticed there are Filipino, and I know Filipino have very strong relationship with God.
Yeah.
So they will be blessed within this fight. Amen.
We will see some godly bombs here, for sure.
Filipinos together strong.
Yes.
Wait, who are the Filipinos you're rooting for here? We got Drill, we got Fruit, maybe? Wait, no, that's on. Wait, I'm getting confused. Who's on whose team? Who are you supporting, Joel?
I'm supporting my son, Fry, and my boy, Drill. Even if they will die.
They'll die to win this game? Do you think they'll do that?
Yes, bro.
So this game
They're-
is pretty important, I think. So if we take a look at the brackets here, if they win this game, they go to the upper finals, which means they would, if they win the game after that. Wait, no. If they win this game, they're guaranteed top 4, I believe. So it's a pretty interesting game. We'll see. Pretty high stakes, of course. Both teams. I feel like they're pretty evenly matched. I think SNL has more of the kind of newer faces, and then we see Hong Hat Buff with a lot of the older players. More people were more used to. Yeah.
In fact, I think like from like the roster that I saw in like the invite help channel, like the only two players in their roster who is actually like, properly put in Div 1 is like Tony and Veron. Everyone else is like new to like the old Div 1, or I guess you can call it invite now.
Yeah.
So for a bunch of first timers, they're like definitely trying to punch above their class here, trying to pick on, I guess, arguably the second seeded team in terms of skill.
Yeah.
They definitely got their work cut out for them here, but I think it's not impossible. I'd say they definitely have a good chance if like every single person on their team pops off.
Yeah.
They can actually take this.
Yeah, I mean we've seen we've seen the Hong Hat Buff falter a bit. In qualifiers, we've seen them struggle a bit against the Koreans. They struggled pretty hard against the Koreans. Even against Andy Birds, we see some cracks in the roster or cracks in the gameplay. So it's definitely not gonna be a clean sweep, I think. So for sure.
Unless the Filipino will get a bad internet, they will.
We have Hong Hat
They
Buff
pray,
roster
please
here.
pray to God. They will not get bad internet.
Today we have Starling and Zeiss on Scout. We have I think we have Altaria and Sean on Soldier. We have Lego on Demo, and then we have Fanny on Medic. I think that's the roster. So a little switch up here. I think normally killed played Medic last game.
I
Yeah,
think
I believe
K-pop
Kill
Pop
is
is
unavailable today, so they're swapping around the games a bit.
Yeah, I think last game, when we saw Killed play, on Snakewater, the last time we saw it, he had one death on the entirety of Snakewater in a 30-minute game. So that's Fanny's got to beat that. He's got to get the 0 death game here.
Yeah, Kill is definitely one of the best medic players, especially in Asia. I personally play with the guy, really nice teammate, in and out of the game.
Yeah, of course. He was casting like 2 weeks ago as well. So
Yeah, I guess like I can comment a bit on like the Hong Hat buff players, and then Joel can talk about the players from SNL.
Yeah.
yeah.
And
This German 985 fitness gym. Is that is this German 985?
I have zero for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't understand you.
I don't know.
You have the SNL graphics? Okay, so for SNL today, we had a bit of roster change. So we have Tony and Drill on Scout. We have Zig and Fruit on Soldier. We have Varan on Demo, I believe, and we have K-pop on the Medic. So, what do you think of the roster, Joel? I think Joel's internet might have died. What do you think of the roster, Gale?
Tony is a very solid scout, and Drill's a bit of a long time player. I know like he's already like quite established in like the old Div 3 by the time I started playing. So definitely a solid scout combo. And then for soldiers, they have Zig and Fruit. I know Zig is a medic main usually, but maybe this season he's
The
starting to play soldier. So would be interesting to see how he plays.
interesting
Fruit,
parts
I
on the
sorry.
red team, we have two jumper mains on two jumper mains on soldier, so
Zig and
we'll be
Fruit?
seeing
Get the Mindanao airstrike.
resting bombs from them.
Yeah, so from what I know, I think Drill and Fruit have a pretty good team synergy. 2 or 3 seasons ago, I played with Drill and Fruit. Love playing with them. They have very good synergy on the Scout Soldier combo. So it would be interesting to see some plays probably coming out of them here. They've been friends for a long time, so hopefully can see them continue on.
Yeah. Fruit definitely has a very good he brings a good environment to the team. Always joking about make sure like people don't just instantly lose their mental. He's also pretty good as well. Like he was pretty up and coming on soldier, rising through the ranks last I remember. So it's pretty good to see him playing against like some of the better players right now.
Yeah, I
And
think
quite
it's
interested to see how he's gonna perform.
it's a real testament kind of to show how much better they've got. It's a test for them this game, and hopefully they can live up to qualifying in the first place, and then if they beat them, it will be pretty huge because guaranteeing yourself top 4. You win a game after that, and then you're guaranteed back into invite again. So every invite season, top 2 teams stay in invite, bottom 4 teams are relegated. So they're 2 games away. Both teams are 2 games away from keeping their invite spot. So it's a important game for sure.
It looks like we're live right now, actually.
Yep.
First minute, we've got Veron. We're on the Veron cam, I guess. And Miz definitely on blue team's favor here. Hong M Hatbuff has a very solid mid here. And they do have a pick to work off of here, and we do see them positioning at short right now. And Altari's already going in for the single sack here. Gets one good rocket off, but no follow for anyone. And Lego actually bombs in, but backs out, gets out with his life here. And
Good stabilization here from red. Pretty nice mid, really quick. I didn't even get to finish talking about the
yeah.
teams. But Soldier's
we've already
in
got
over
a
here
stack
on the
coming
map.
in. One good
That's a
roll. Oh,
drop.
we do actually have to get Fanny already failing to beat Kill's record here. One death and a drop.
Not looking too
And
good for blue here. Is that full ad?
Altair is
Red?
already trying to get Altair. It does look like blue team's going in for a
They
feed
do
play here.
force.
They do get the force off, but it looks like they're going to be losing quite a few players for this.
This should be a mid conversion here for
Yeah.
red.
Everyone else on blue team gets away with their life. Blue team does look like they want to put up a little bit of a fight here. They do have spawns up soon, but doesn't look like they have
too
enough
much.
space to compete this. Sean does go in for the bomb, but gets out. And
We're even here.
Soldier tries to do a fadeaway, but right now it's pretty even between the two teams, and they'll just try to see what they can do about it. My internet is dying. All I see is lag.
So what do you think red has to do here to push this? How do you think team is playing?
red team did have a very coordinated double sack just now. It'd be interesting to see how they can do that just on second now instead of mid. And red team is posturing a choke right now, talking for info. Uber, both teams have Uber right now.
Yes. They're just trying to disturb each other enough so that the soldier can slip in and do a bomb, or whoever can try and get the medic use.
Yeah,
Now the
one
soldier is
soldier-
both
from red.
soldiers in.
Fast double soldier sack.
Oh,
They both get hard denied here. One splash rock is all they find. And red team's already really passive here. They've given up most of their space. They're down 3 players right now, and it looks like they don't want to try contesting mid at all.
Both hit failed. Now they are. It's really bad for them. They have
they
three
don't
down.
lose anymore here. It's holdable still at least.
Now they'll get, now
They
they'll
did
get
get all of the
spawns,
forward
yeah.
players here, but losing a scout like that definitely set them back a little. We do see blue team
The
taking
blue
quite a bit
team
of
is now
space here.
trying to make it. Yeah.
2
Nice shot from Sinor.
down. And
Another trade in for the.
both teams are going back and forth with these picks here, and red team is trying to peek choke right now. They do send another soldier sack in, but it doesn't look like he's gonna find anything as he gets hard denied by Zeiss.
We're just struggling to
Now the
find
red team
value
will
here
try
in
and
red.
play a bit back. Now they have the soldiers down. All
Red
of their
team
squad
is currently
starting from
down both their soldiers. They're unable to contest the space at all. They do lose another scout as well, and this is quickly turning into shambles for red team here, as they're down 2 players right now with close to 0 control of Cho. Lego is quite a bit overextended here, but the support does come in from Zeiss right now.
Guys,
The roamers trade each other a rollout right now, and looks like red team might be holding on to this right now, and they do.
what do you think about the red team soldiers here? Because I feel like they're struggling a bit on these bombs. First one was good. Dropped the med, but subsequent bombs, we see. It almost feels like a lack of info. They're bombing, but it's not really on the med. They're kind of missing the mark here.
I think the soldier chemistry itself is good. They're double bombing together. They're playing off of each other's bombs, but like you said, it does feel like they're going in and blind right now. And blue team is trying to poke right now.
Soldier.
Quick high bomb to buy some time does slow them down. And both teams very passive right now. Blue team is distributing his buffs out, and Alt goes in for a fast sack again, but he gets hard denied out of the air. Doesn't find even a single rocket.
Anti-air missile. Mindanao defend.
Both teams of scouts are doing an excellent job of denying right now. And red team is finding some space. Lego might be getting caught out here, but clutch arrow from Fanny does save him here. And Altair does fade away this time. They do have quite a bit of space. They have the entirety of IT, but they quickly lose 2 players here, and it's gone sour for blue team yet again.
The red scouts are really
I
on
think
point
red
with
will
the
be
denies.
picking to. Never mind.
Hong hat buff with their
That's
backs turned
fucking
against
IT right now.
IT.
Nice box from the Chinese guy. Yes.
All finds a pick in
Now
IT
go back
right now, and
for this.
Liger is fighting for his life in choke right now,
Jesus.
and
He lives.
they do
Almost
find
dies,
2 picks right now. This is looking really good for Hong right now.
Now it's 60 seconds left. They'll have to cap or else face the consequence.
Yeah, it
Gordon
looks like
Ramsay
there's gonna be a
does
quick
get
trade here.
fucking
Fanny
loud.
milking this quite a bit. Blue team has a far superior Uber right now. They do have a pick to work with as well. And the entirety of red team is getting funneled through rollout, and they find 2 picks off of that.
Well, they do get a pick, but a bit late.
The entirety of blue team is now on left side. They'll try and contest the point. Red team generally has better HP here. I think they can.
And
Blue team gets 1 point for the
First
win.
round gets converted by Hong hat buff.
Ah.
Definitely a lot more back and forth than I thought it would be. Both teams are doing an excellent job of like playing around these sacks from both teams.
Yeah, really good denies on the red scouts here.
We had a very dominant mid from blue team last round. Very interested to see what the adaptations from red team's going to be this mid. Both teams playing quite passive here. We do see an initiation from the red soldier, but he gets hard denied.
Soldier
Same
not
way,
right.
clutch error.
The
The HP is looking pretty even on both teams.
They get the scout for
We
it.
do see Stalin go down to a soldier from red team, and they do find the medic in the backlines. Sean clutching up for his team.
Oh no.
Hong does lose the mid, but they do have full ad to work with here. But they're gonna have to wait for the spawners.
They'll be forced to go back here. They have full ad.
Red team's playing quite passive. The HP is not looking very great. Very few players are close to full HP right now. But they are trying to delay
no.
here. They do have their medic rolling out right now. And blue team slowly worked out some space here. They're contesting point right now.
I think the soldier will try and
We do see
fade away.
a soldier getting really deep. Does get the
They get
force
the
on
force.
Fanny. And red team's just gone.
Yep.
Nice
SNL
force
completely out of there. Hongem
from
takes the space off of the force, but they do
Bring
have
it there.
Tom
playing
almost
as a 40
dies
disarm
today.
right now.
this back that way.
Looks like red team's just getting buffed up. SNL with Catman torturing a choke yet again, peeking for info. And
Yeah, red team right. The soldiers
Hongem
are now
has 2
making
players
space.
hiding in
Really.
sewer right now, completely unspotted. Soldier just
Oh.
spotted right now, but
They're in.
Oh, yeah.
this backup threat from Hongem's flank is massive right now. Soldier doing massive amounts of damage in sewer. Finds yet another pick before getting cleaned up.
And they get the 4?
Yeah, they get
the
4.
Forced off the ball, and Hong has Uber right now. That was very well played from the flank of Hongem hat buff. Clutching up for their team right now. SNL does look like they want to fight this.
Yeah, blue's not taking much space here. Playing it safe.
Blue team opting to play off of their full ad instead of their player ad.
They've been taking turns at having full ad for a while now, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, we do see an IT rush right now, and it looks like they're gonna find a soldier, but that is all they're gonna find. Getting stuffed out
They
and
wouldn't
roll
be
out.
able to- They only managed to kill one again, and this time red team will have the advantage. However, they are trying to defend last. They have one down
Hongem
right
is
now.
trying to rush in before red team finds a Uber, but they're at 90% already. They need to be fast with their sack right now. Varane going dangerously low
Oh,
here,
the
and
red team has very low HP. This is not looking good. They will
red
cap
team
again.
does find
They
the
will have-
Uber, but it's 4v4 right now, and
They will not be able to catch them. The soldier here is looking.
some
He's
might
dead.
go
Yep.
down here, and it's 3v5 right now. Really bad situation for Hong hat buff. They overstayed their welcome in lobby there, but they do look like they're putting up a
trying to
good fight
fight.
on second. But this a really great bomb from the soldier on SNL finds Darling, and
The soldier's behind. He will
We do have
do
Altair
get.
and Last as well, who
He will
look.
get.
He does find a pick on the scout before he takes.
He kills the drill.
And Hongam Hatbuff has 3 players in sewer right now with massive
Oh
advantage,
my.
and red team does not know this. This is a
They do not know. They,
massacre
do not
for
know.
blue team.
They get ambushed.
Combo on red team gets wiped out. Good rocket from soldier on red team.
Sewer push. I feel like that IT push into last there very ambitious, but kind of costed them that push there.
Drill is it's already setting. He tried to set up in last right there. Oh, and then Fry goes down again.
Yeah, this
Oh,
might
no.
be a last hold here.
Yeah. Although blue team did wipe out the entirety of SNL, they only have a 20 ad to work with here. But it doesn't look like K-pop bubble is building very well right now, so the ad might be a lot bigger than it should have been. And we only see one off class here. Actually, we've got a sniper and an engineer.
No, it's still off class.
Hongam has full control of lobby, but they do lose a soldier to the sniper.
Oh,
But it looks like they're opting to
Okay.
take this Uber in nonetheless. Gun
the
taking a
sentry
while to
tower
go
must
down.
go down.
This Uber finds
I
a lot of
think
space,
Fry
but
is
0
doing-
picks. Red team's very close to getting Uber here. Blue team is
Good.
starting to back out its combo out of lobby already. They do try to go for a sack, but they don't find any success with that. K-pop bubble holding it with 50 HP.
It's now full ad for the red team. They can try and take this.
Yeah, the delayed sack definitely made it easier for SNL with Catman to take second off of the player at
They'll
itself.
be trying.
They do have to go IT right now.
They
Cleared
use.
sewer this time.
Demon goes
They
deep.
use
He
your-
tries to. Does not catch
Doesn't-
anyone.
Looks like we're gonna have a
Medic
leapfrog
backs
situation
to
here.
a safer place right now.
6v6 right now. Fanny approaching Uber right as we speak.
Again,
They opt to go IT as well here. Using
use.
through, but
what?
Again, red team
They-
is really far
they're gonna
back.
be finding a soldier here, but nothing less, nothing more.
Bro, these Ubers are insane. Like each time they Uber, they only get like 1 kill and then they
Yeah.
back off to a safer place.
Blue team does
All
look like they want to
respect.
try dry
The
fight
soldier
this
tries
quite a
to
bit.
go for the nudge.
Soldier finds a really good rocket on K-pop bubble, but he's still alive. Lega goes down to the
Oh!
combined
The other
scatter
soldier
on
has
the red
clicked
team.
to medic right there.
And
Oh,
they do
they're
find
mostly
K-pop bubble in the
everyone
demo
on-
at the expense of 3 of their flagging classes here.
Red's pushing in here.
The scouts from Hongam do try to contest this a bit, but they get IDM by the combined
Oh,
firepower. 4 players on red team, and just like that, the entirety of Hongam Hatbuff has been wiped out. Spare for some of their spawners.
That's what they need there, just pushing a player advantage, you know, not waiting for Ubers, just going. It seems like that's kind of what Honghat is weak to, you know, we've seen them drop rounds against the Koreans who just keep pushing relentlessly, so this might be something they need to do.
my brother-in-law, they
Yes.
will now try and take space on to second right here. Red is playing a bit back here and one.
Blue's got a sniper.
SNL's trying to drive through choke right now, but the sniper from blue team definitely is delayed and really hard here. And
Any place full time. There's
it looks like red team's looking to just use through choke here. Double sticky from the demo, touches the skybox, but he's gonna be
Oh,
fighting
there's
Altaria,
no
who
fire.
was not expecting that airstrike at all.
Jesus
Completely
Christ.
caught aware, but again, like the only thing they find is one soldier, and the point.
Yeah,
one. It's just Uber in, they bomb in, take one person, the other team gets full ad once again, and it just keeps repeating forever and
Yeah.
ever. These rounds last so
Hongam.
long because of
Hongam has complete control of lobby right now. Think we're gonna witness a
They're not
use of
buying
lower lobby.
from
They
lower.
actually try to milk it through the choke, and they get in for free. It's a 30 ad now, and
soldiers fucked his
the
jump.
entirety of SNL is already out of there.
Ooh.
Looks like they're gonna play the stalemate. They do try to take in a sack, but no success.
it's gonna be even now. You'll have to.
We do see quite a bit of an IT stack from the flanks of Hongam, and they're just drying through choke. It's even Ubers right now, but
Oh,
Altaria goes in for a
Altaria.
fat side. Get the fire rocket on Bobo, gets the force off of it, but it looks like they're gonna lose Starling and
Oh my-
Altaria for that.
Did you
Altaria,
see that?
little
man?
jumper trick. Delaying his death for a bit.
Uber's
SNL with
looking to push
Catman
choke
playing
here.
really aggressive at choke right now. They get Ubered on right now, but seems like there's a bit of indecisiveness with this Uber. They opted
Good
chase for the
space
soldier
there
that
from
went
Red
behind with the
Soldier.
Uber.
Yeah.
The soldiers from Red Team have bought so much time for them here, but
Did you see that? Like, I saw the soldier. He tried to get away from the other soldier when he tried to get behind, but he failed his jump. He hit his
Yeah.
head and he died.
Oh!
Oh my!
oh,
There's no way
Using
he
out-
did that.
flushing out with his medic DM. Red Team definitely got very greedy with their success with the force and overstayed their welcome and paid the price for it.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
Blue
I
Team
mean,
is mid, but is playing a bit passive, waiting for their spawners to roll out. And
they're just going in for a bomb. Told them.
Red Team does have the superior positioning here, all of high ground over point, and they're starting to edge cap here.
Med pretty
Both-
low here.
Both teams very close to getting Uber right now. And
Area does go
first,
down there.
first casualty is
Alright,
Starling,
it's
and
one.
that signals to get out of here from Hong Hat Buff.
They finally lost their Uber advantage. 6-9 will try and bomb
You
deep
do see-
here. He'll try and go for the med. It doesn't
see
look like
Zig-
he'll do anything.
Yeah. It looks like he was trying to capitalize off of the scout pick that they had, but part denied.
Oh yeah. Soldiers in.
Sean does try to go in for the market garden. Doesn't.
Really low here, but
See what the- Stalling does find a gap in and runs into sewer, but doesn't find the damage he needs on K-pop Boba. And Hongem is down 2 players while holding second right now. And SNL a little bit slow to capitalize off of it, but they are taking the space right now.
Looks like blue team
Bomb-
has better.
We do have
lot
a
of
flank in from this
pressure
guy,
here.
and he gets the force. Fanny forces with 120 HP. But it looks like
do
Catman,
damage. for that.
Yeah,
SNL with Catman loses 3 players for that, and it looks like they're gonna hand over mid.
they're going to try half cap. No. I thought they will try and like.
look at this IT
Yes.
push from red side here.
Completely unspotted. There is a trap, but the trap doesn't find anyone,
Oh, they need to
and
be getting picks here.
they do find a demo here.
I don't know if that's enough.
It's not.
Varan finding quite a bit of damage right now, but
Their soldiers now trying to make space.
Oh, they get
They
another
open
pick.
Altair as well, and Oro looks like he might die in front of IT as well. Starling definitely very overextended right now, and
Oh no! The super bomb from the
Huge bomb
Reds.
there.
the soldiers from Red Team find massive picks for their team. And it looks like SNL is trying to drive to rollout, but they get denied by the soldier.
That was an amazing bomb, but one of the blue soldiers, I think, they body blocked their bomb from their medic, and their medic manages to live because
Yeah.
of that.
Nice space taking by red there. You know, they know they had to do something. You know, Uber didn't get that many, and soldiers clutching it up.
Dude, 6-9, look at 6-9, bro. He's this high.
We do see both teams approach Uber now, and
We see a
Red Team's
sentry on
opting
last
to
here.
take lobby, and the only off class they're working against is a sentry gun, yeah. Still a level 1, they do have quite a bit of time before SNL getting very aggressive in 5 here, but don't find much success with that.
Nearly get the gun.
We do see Altaria getting a bit aggressive at rollout, but we actually do see our first sack here, but completely denied by the sentry gun and cleaned up by Lego here.
Oh, good. That red scout almost paid for his greediness right there. They'll be
And
taking a lobby right here. I think they'll be looking.
Yep, soldiers in.
Altair
But he gets
solos-
denied.
Altair-
He gets the force.
Altair actually gets the-
right there. Yeah.
K-pop Bobo catches a straight pipe from Lego at lower, and he just did not want to risk it.
Now, since they got 469, we'll be trying to do some rat stuff right here. He's
We
hiding.
do
Looking
see a
at from the
soldier
top
hiding
here.
in one. Sorry, scout.
Oh, a fight
I
right
just
there.
got caught
Alternate manages to pick off drill right there. Oh
5
my.
and 6 for SNL with Catman here and 50 disad.
Oh
They're just
no.
gonna hand over.
Trade soldiers and I
Trade
think,
them.
but this looks like an out for red.
Now blue team has space again. Exactly. They'll be now taking
Blue
space
team
with the
getting
mid,
into
the
a drill
soldier.
for free.
There's so much damage there. Now they're forced to back off.
Red team does find Uber here. It looks like they want to take a trade in. They do take a trade and they find a couple of flashes as well. This Uber is quite a bit better for red team. And the entirety of Hongam is clumped up in choke right now. They're eating all of the same spam.
Ever 6-9 does get
Everyone on Hongam is on red HP, but the players are all dying on red team. Just Hongam just having the superior focus fire right now.
Yeah, I mean, we saw like a disjointed soldier bomb there, you know, they're all clumped up at choke, bombed one by one, and just got denied really easily.
Really nice serve from K-pop Boba to save himself right now. And it looks like the opposite's happening now. Hongam gets greedy with their chase, and now they lose 3 players for it.
Dude,
It's a really
like
close
yin
game
and
here.
yang. They're like yin and yang. Oh no.
And just like that, we just saw 2 leapfrogs in the span of a minute. Both teams.
No.
Oh,
no.
Focus scout on SNL.
Oh, they get the demo here.
They forced here.
They get the demo and the force.
That was
Both
a great
teams
play
losing
from
2 players, and red team looks like they do want to attempt to get the force on second year, but opt not to.
No, they'll be taking the silver.
Got a soldier in
Force on
sewer,
top of
but
mid.
too low.
It doesn't look like they want to actually attempt to get the force on mid here, completely out of there.
Might try to do something. Soldier's coming out of sewer now. Oh, but he gets spotted.
Oh no.
They do find a decent bit of damage on Fanny here. They do get the force, but it looks like they're going to be losing 2 players for it. Possibly even 3.
This is better for blue, definitely.
Zignoshin getting out of there with the skin.
The soldier tries to go for the med. He does go down.
Alter goes in for a deep sack, finds 1 rocket, but capable with a good serve to get out. But the scout on SNL.
They're still going for him.
Or is chasing so deep. Point is actually played off of that pressure, but soldiers on red team blocked that point perfectly.
The soldiers are from that.
SNL does have a 40% ad to work with here.
They're giving up the space here.
Yeah, it would have. Not, they actually choose to take it through lower lobby right now, but the demo doesn't actually get popped.
They're down 3 here. Soldier's looking to back cap. Questionable.
That's definitely a bit of miscommunication from SNL here. They're getting wrapped around through 1 right now, and
they get the spawners. They have a Putis.
They will get this for free.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Really flush error from
K-pop
Bobo to save his soldiers on point right now, and oh no, it would have the soldier from red team has ran out of ammo, but for bombing the combo by 4 right now, but blocking the point to his medic right now, and the medic dies to stickies by Lego.
The most
and just like that, Hong had yeah.
Well, that was a round. Jesus.
That was
that miscommunication from SNL costing them that entire round.
Yeah, critical mistake there from SNL. It's 3 dead, and then, you know, they need to keep that kind of composure they've been having the whole game, you know. They drop 1.
It's going to...
Altair is already in IT.
What's Altair going to do?
Yeah. Red team's opting to push forward off of Altair's flank. They get a double bomb onto the demo, and they find the demo off of it, but they've just lost 2 soldiers for 1 demo.
Dude, I saw
And-
them try to high bomb a scout, bro.
This is still back and forth right now, and it actually looks like SNL's gonna come out on top of this. The scouts really stepping up their pace right now, finding all of the picks, and looks like Fanny is trying to get up, but is getting chased down by a 185 HP scout.
I'm
And
dead.
he's gonna have a
That's
very
nice.
delayed death. He's gonna be spawning in 20 seconds.
Really good focus fire there on Red's mid. Very like
you-
nice bomb into like the double skull push.
Oh, yo, do you believe in SNL comeback, bro? I think I believe in this, bro.
There definitely is a possibility, a reality, but is that the
They're
reality
adapting
we're
to the
living in?
game. I think it's possible.
That was a very beautifully coordinated mid. Both their soldiers bomb focused at demo, and the combo walked forward off of that when Altari was flanking.
They have 200% ad.
Yeah, 1
They're
minute out.
SNL pushing through 1 year. They're gonna find Altari and roll out. Gets denied. Does he make it through spawn? He does not. They do still have to
Guns up.
clear the gun.
Gun's
The gun
down.
does go down. They do lose a scout to the traps on point right now.
They
But the
do
second
go
scout
down.
as well.
The Lego traps are too
And-
good, and now they're 3 down.
And they lose their 4th player as well. And that is a
Oh,
disaster push.
Losing both scouts there was
Yeah.
painful. That was it was going good. It was going really good. And then
Yeah, wait.
Lego, the 100 ping,
Oh.
Demo Man goat. Does not let his
Oh.
ping dissuade him, sinks his stickies on both the scouts and kills them.
Soldier's in here, but
Hong him
I
had
think-
both walking in through IT. Doesn't look like they want to use,
Ooh,
but
nice
they do have to
headshot.
play against a sniper and choke.
they get the force.
Yes.
They get the force, and they got a pick as well. It's 5v5 right now,
Still even.
and Capable is fast approaching Zuber right now. They opt to go IT as well. Lego's completely unaware. He might get caught up by the Zuber here.
Or red. They'll just get the captain.
They lose
He's
Lego.
going to get
Might
caught.
be.
He's dead.
Soldier's in.
Altair does not get the memo. He stacks into a combo that's already Ubered. And
Oh, nowhere.
Oh no, they're trying for a backup, but it's
Darling
honestly
just
going
tried
to do
back
nothing.
up, but yeah.
One behind, 2 down here is very free
That was
seconds.
That was a
Yeah,
perfect
one
Uber
down.
from SNL, and they're getting 2 points off of it, taking mid right now.
They're stepping it up.
Oh, dude, the backlines, bro. The scout picks up the soldier.
Yeah.
That's very
Darling
tragic.
definitely being a menace right now.
I think they should just walk forward. But blue retakes second for free here.
Blue does still have a 15 ad.
Yep. Yeah, it's kind of weird they back out a second there. I'm pretty sure it was
Too bad, right?
relatively even. Scout is still behind.
Starling finally gets cleared out. It is even Ubers. Red team distributing out his buffs right now.
Should definitely try to do something here. They're down a scout.
See if
Soldier's
Cal
second.
stacks him through and Zig again. Fanny with
that's-
the clean movement. Only
Oh my god.
How did he only take 40 damage? Yeah, 40 seconds on the round left here. Blue's gotta make something happen.
Oh, that's on the mid.
He double bomb in, but Scout gets 2.
Oh, the picks are going in favor of Hongam half buff right now. Starling does get the force with the flank. And they find the pick on the demo as well. Starling stepping up big time here.
It'll go 20
And-
seconds here if not the round's gonna end.
We are on Banny config right now, so
Looking like a reset.
Sean with the fast rollout to take some space. Does take some damage, but Red team has conceded high ground, and we've gone to overtime here, and Red team is gone like the wind there, but they have burnt a massive amount of time here, and they should find Uber for second.
Yeah, I mean, 1 point left for blue. They have the
Hong
advantage
Hapov,
here.
yeah. Hong Hapov playing quite a bit aggressive here.
Nice surf from the
South.
Clean curve.
clean surf.
That was a crazy
Oh,
serve.
they do find the force. Starling chasing to the ends of the earth to find that force, and 4v6, but Fanny still does have Uber here.
Wolf Soldier's getting caught.
Fry almost gets picked off right there as well.
The spam through choke is too strong. The pipes are just like hitting stray jumping soldiers. It's crazy.
Both demos have been doing an excellent job of locking out their respective choke points the entire game.
Yeah, I'm interested to see the stats after this. I feel like the demos have been putting lots of work
Definitely.
here. Scouts as well.
Oh, dude.
Blue team has been so patient with how they push that K-pop Bobo is actually at 95%. That is one full. No,
So
There's
Lego is
no
the
way.
go. Lego is the go.
Oh. They do manage to force the blue team.
That's game winning.
that
They get a
that
push into last year.
that's gotta be the map right then and there. But Lego just laying out a sweet carpet for K-pop Bobo to walk on. A nice explosive carpet, and that is first map to Hongam map.
Lego has gotta be MVP of this map, I think. That is I mean, that was round winning. That pretty much won the round. That was
Yeah.
huge. Lego the goats.
Lego.
What do you think was how do you think red could improve from there? Mr.
Definitely a very back and forth game. This game was a lot closer than the scoreline suggests, but I think red team just slightly is lacking, just a little bit behind, and it's costing them, especially in some team fights. They just don't have. Sometimes it just feels like they might be making the right play, but not good enough focus fire or just straight up DM diff sometimes. Like, I especially remember one time there were like 4 players on Hong Hat buff that were all red HP. But then like 1 player, 2 player, 3 player from SNL dies and they're forced to just leave, even though like a combined 100 HP would have net them like 4 more kills.
I think it's gonna go Snake Water here because they did say, SNL did say they're gonna pick Snake Water if they did lose first game. But I mean, we look at the logs here. Red Scout, 32 kills, 9 deaths, 262 DPM, massive showing. I mean, he's you know, doing a lot to say the least on Scout here.
At the very least, yeah. Tony
I mean,
and Lego, the prides of India, I guess. The 2 Indian players in the server, top fragging and top damaging.
I mean, we see Lego here, 293 DPM, just going crazy on the demo. That trap at the end, it's crazy. Locking down the chokes. And even with, you know, Lego doing so well, you know, getting that kind of 32-9, 262 DPM scoreline on Scout is pretty hard, pretty good. A lot of really nice denies on red. You see a lot of bombs coming in from blue, but, you know, Fanny with the clean serves and the denies here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
K-pop Bobo also the clean dodges, bro. He's so amazing. Like most of the time his team dies and he's the only one living, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you know, we saw that surf from 1 to 2. Like from he gets bombed 1 and surfs into 2. That was crazy. He still gets forced, but you know, these medics are playing out of their minds.
I definitely think, I mean, the logs say that the soldiers from both teams have been struggling quite a bit, but I think it's more so to do with the fact that all the scouts have been playing out of their minds, just denying soldiers left and right in the air.
Yeah, I mean, just
There's like ultra spam from the demo. They get caught by some random pipe and they die or some random stick.
Tis the life of a soldier main, I guess. Wouldn't know. I was told not to main that class since it's depressing. But
What's they want me to speak in Filipino, bro? What the hell?
go for it.
What's wrong with these people?
I mean, Filipino players make up a large player base of AsiaFortress, I guess. Gotta make them feel included.
yeah. But we see, you know, SNL, you know, they lost the map, but you know, 16 Ubers coming out, 3 more Ubers than blue team here. So I think it goes to show, like, you know, blue team's push is very methodical, very slow. They push on advantage, and I think we see that a lot, right? We see a lot of leapfrogging back and forth. You know, the second they lose even the slightest advantage in terms of players, in terms of ad, they're out. All of them are out. So, you know, it's always a clean escape for blue. You never see too many people getting caught, you know, apart from a couple instances. But you know, if they're out, they're all out, and most of them live, and then they just repush with the advantage they have. It's really clean.
Definitely. Especially we did see blue team lose out on quite a few full ads, but because of how methodical they play, they opted to take more space off of the threat of the Uber rather than just Ubering and trying to find picks. And I don't know, yeah, especially in terms of sacks, it definitely felt like Hong Hatbuff was just a little bit more successful in their sacks, especially how Altari and Starling coordinated. We did see Starling get quite a few forces as compared to the flank shot on red team, who opted to play more of like a second pocket scout.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we saw some uh, very interesting flank plays coming out from Sewer, of course. But of course, a lot of value with that. So you know, it's we have to see how Red kind of changes their playstyle up here. I think soldiers for sure they need to somehow enable their soldiers more because they're going in at good times. You know, they're going in together. They have good coordination. It's just it kind of feels that, or it kind of feels almost they just don't know where the med is a lot of the time. They just go in and they try to spot
I
on the
actually
way in.
saw them like in one of the mids. I don't know if I'm schizophrenic or shit, but like I think I saw them high double bomb a scout. Like, I
Yeah,
think both.
yeah, I was
I
a
don't
bit
know.
confused. Yeah.
Did you also see that? Or I don't know.
Yeah, I saw a few instances where they're double bombing, like an object, like a prop instead of a human. But uh, you know, I think you know if they have that coordination down and they do a bit of spotting prior, I think we could see some very very successful bombs coming out here because the
Yeah.
timing is good. The timing is good. It's just they're not
You know
getting
what?
on the target.
You're not getting the focus right. They're all here now.
Yeah. Guess we have a little bit of a pregame talk going on both teams right now while we wait.
Very very much closer game than you would expect, Gale. Would you
Definitely,
say?
yeah. This was
Yeah.
very, very back and forth. Like, especially I think both teams are doing quite an excellent job of kiting the enemy team's Ubers. Like, as we noted before as well, like very few occasions, like more than one player dies on any team during an Uber. And it goes to show like how methodical these teams are when it comes to like playing passive, but still like putting enough pressure on these choke points that these teams use through those doorways.
Yeah, for sure. I think Snake Water could be interesting. For sure. I mean, Process was close. You know, both teams wanted to play Process, so you could say Process is their stronger maps. Because you know, I did ask SNL about what map they would want to pick if they lost the first map, and they said Process without knowing first map was Process. So you know, Process definitely a stronger map for both teams. I would say. You know, they did kind of both pick it. But of course, this is SNL's pick because they lost first map, and you know, hopefully we see some strong plays coming out here in Snakewater because it is their pick, of course. So, um, you know, hope to see a close game for sure. I think Process was close, but Snakewater might be closer. We might see them take a map here. So
Maybe.
yeah.
I would like to see how this we are going live right now. Enough pregame talk. Let's see how the first mid plays out.
I think both teams are gonna play this mid really slow here. They like playing that method, that slow play style. I can't speak, but
Braun arriving the mid quite a bit faster, but Altaria putting in quite a lot of early pressure onto Saw. K-pop Bubble has already lost 50 of his HP. We do see a little bit of aggression on top right, but they
massive
lose
aggression
super.
here.
Yeah, they managed to kick them to this right.
Looks like they lost the play here before the game started, and they're
This
gonna
is
go
their
for
map.
a restart.
They're
Yeah.
What happened?
restarting a map. What is this?
Oh, they
Sorry,
forgot the
technical
config. No
difficulty.
config, bro.
No, it's not config. I think
What?
Fruit was AFK.
Oh my. I think.
Yeah,
I
Fruit
think-
was AFK, and it looks like
I
it
think it's
looks like
mom.
Hong Hapuff opting to not be a very good sportsman. They're not voting for the restart.
Interesting.
It's so bad.
You're trolling, bro.
You can drink water after you FF. Interesting.
Bro, let the man fucking piss, bro. Like, what's wrong
I
with
don't
these
even know what's
people?
going on. Where are these teams? Okay, they're pushing into lobby here. Is he still AFK?
let
No,
me
I think he's back now. I
Alright.
guess it's just timid on last. Altair doesn't find much success with the sack.
Fruit's behind. He's trying to go behind.
The communication issue there on the side of red. I don't even know what to say.
Red team getting aggressive here, but doesn't look like they find enough space for a sack right now. They do have a soldier Fruit in Saw. Not sure if blue team is aware of this. Starting to spot him. Altair finds a good rocket on him, and Fruit is just going to be a thorn on this side for now. The flanks on Hong Hat buff, keeping an eye out for him.
No outclasses here.
Vanilla, Stale Matey, Snake Water last year, two gentlemen and ladies.
Yep.
Fruit
They get a
finally does
pick.
get cleaned up. Hong Hat buff brushing this shutter door right now. They've got two players through drop down, completely uncontested, and they lose
There's
both
two
soldiers
down
right now.
here.
Ice is walking on point. Red team does not have soldiers to block this point right now. They have forced to block it, and we do see a trade going on at last. Red team losing two more players. They do have a spawner to work with here, but the demo does go down, and that is a run for
That's a
Hong
run.
Hat buff. Off of the complete freedom that they had to walk through drop down, they convert two picks and the round.
That is the ultimate troll face, bro. They fucking trolled.
Yeah, they did troll. Hopefully no one is drinking water while the round is starting again.
Lesson learned, bro.
Yeah.
Don't take a.
Alright, second mid here. Lego finding some good early damage here. We do see a soldier high bomb. Both turrets
Double
committing
bomb.
indeed for this med. They do not find the med here. Fanny with some clean movement to survive. He does go low,
Still alive.
but it's not unable to clean up off of the damage.
They
And
need
this
these
is-
rockets to connect, man.
They're doing the same mistake again in this map, bro. They're just sending 3 players to die and nothing happens.
Altair quick to cut the
Yeah.
exit, but a good pipe from Veron saves the medic here.
Oh yeah.
Veron with some really clean pipes right now, and
Ice
like
going
you
to
said-
try and bomb the net here. He might try. He might
They
get
get
in.
the
Yes.
fork here.
Yeah.
no scouts in this Uber, unable to chase right now, and this is a disaster for Hong right now.
Interesting traps here from Lego and Saw. Let's see if that does anything.
He got a trap in the Saw and Saw.
Not again. Not again.
Oh, it does look like red team is opting to push
Do they see the
Saw
trap?
here.
Surely they
Do
do.
they see the trap?
Okay, he that.
Truly unfortunate. But I don't think it would have gone to med anyways. They opt to go catwalk
They have
here.
a spy right there.
They're
Blue team has a
completely in for free.
Blue has a spy. Zeiss is on spy here.
Zeiss is in spy.
So they almost have to
Is
give
in
up his
position
mid.
behind Shack right now, but I think
Oh.
misses a stab.
Bro's
And
gonna.
gets dead.
Bro thinks he's Mr. Paladin.
Ambitious play for sure.
Yeah.
They're trying to give
Blue
some
team.
advantage back for that water incident.
Fanny has
Enough.
found his Uber right now, and they're opting to hold this 4v6.
Good space
Zig goes
here.
deep enough.
Oh,
Does
nice
get
drop.
extra, but we get the draw.
Nice.
Very well coordinated double bomb from them, and blue team's gone into salvage mode right now, throwing every single body they can in the K-pop
scouts
bubble
on
by
red.
hiding in the corner. Excellent defense coming out from them.
It's only the demo
And
now. Lego.
Lego one
and
HP.
Scouts here. Doing
Did you
so
see that,
much.
like-
They're basically 2v5 the rest of red team.
And Incredible
Bro, did
defense
you
coming
see-
out from the scouts on red team.
I saw the blue soldier. He tried to he actually airshotted Fry, but it wasn't enough to like get their medic from dropping.
Looks good for Red
And now
team. They
they'll
get a
take-
pick.
And just like the SNL with Catman, finds their first round of the game.
Yeah, I
Scores
mean
that
this
one
round looks much better for Red here. Much better showing.
Yeah,
Nice drop there. You know, finally we get to see some
some soldier action
successful
from
double bombs. Yeah.
Yeah, excellent tactical play there. 4v6, they recognize the Zig going bats to pressure.
Yeah, that was the first successful bomb. Most of the bombs that I've seen were just triple sacks, and they all die, and nothing happens.
Would love to see them change up it a bit. Like you said, they throw 3 players at the start and don't find success, but they do choose to go for a double bomb again. Really great damage on Zeiss right now, and he gets cleaned up by the scout.
Oh, the medic gets
Soldier-
picked here.
You'll get
Both scouts looking
That's
away.
good on Altaria here.
another team is trying to go in. He's on top of them right now. He'll try and pick up the demo. But however,
Shiny lives
it's
on
not
1
enough.
HP, but does get cleaned up by a splash rocket, and Catman, SNL with
Yes.
Catman, does find the mid.
Bit
Oh, it's
unfortunate
amazing.
there. Both scouts got distracted by a butterfly or something on the right side of Snakewater. The
Still be
soldier just
slight.
waddles in.
Yeah, slight ad for the red team right now.
Yeah,
Mostly, no, it's
15
actually mostly even.
basically negligible.
I mean, you can kind of see why they pick Snakewater here. Really good target focus.
It's
They're
us.
converting the skills much better now on this map.
It's a good
We-
map for soldier players.
We do have the infamous Starling engineer coming out.
Oh no. Snakewater time.
As
Oh,
some
no.
people in
Remember
chat
from
might be
last-
familiar. There is a
Dane.
there's a particular season when Starling played like 20 minutes of engineer on Snakewater last. Good
Oh
memories.
my.
We do see
They
first
do
round
manage to
aggressive
pick up
Laura
five
and
from
They
does.
got left for nearly free here. Both soldiers
Left
are
is
lower.
completely in for free. Very greedy. They do get forced off of this aggression.
Again, these scouts, they're so on point
Oh, no.
with
And they-
the pickoffs.
Blue team counter Ubers right now, but looks like they're gonna find Zig off of the Uber, but nothing
Yeah.
else.
Opting to
Probably
push
gonna
lower here.
see a Risa here.
Starling gets off engineer right now.
Yeah, no more Starling
Nah,
engine
he's gonna
here.
be back on it.
Oh, he's back on it.
What did I say?
Favorite class or something. It's
Negligible ad.
That was a very interesting approach to sack there. They pressured the left side really hard. They got it completely for free through Shutter.
Oh,
But-
they'll be making space in lower again. I think they think they have ad.
Yeah,
They'll
they
use
opted- yeah. Fanny's already close approaching Zuber. He is all the way in spawn. He is not using it unless he chooses to. They do
nice
get the
use from the
they Fanny with all of the flashes to save all of his players.
they gotta pick on the soldier here, but losing a demo there is critical. Oh, they got 2 picks. What?
Hong Hat Buff just bleeds 10 billion players in lower right now. And
Oh, they're
they
looking
opted
for the
right through
repush.
Shutter, but they're getting stuffed by Lego here. This is such a chaotic fight. And
No,
it actually looks like
What is
Oh,
going
no.
on? There's no
Really?
way.
this is
my
How do they? What?
this is so
Bro.
chaotic. I guess Hong Hatba finally comes out on top, but that was so chaotic. That was anyone's fight there. Couple of missed shots from red team. Couldn't convert that.
I don't even know what just happened.
That was the last fight of all time.
Like the Asia special. But I mean, red team here definitely throwing up on Snakewater.
Definitely.
They're really putting Hong Hatbuff on the back foot here. Like putting a lot of pressure on their team. A lot of more successful bombs, a lot better focus, target focus. But we'll see how this Uber goes.
Oh,
Basically even Ubers here. Red team choosing to aggress in lower here.
Nice to
They
bomb
send
in.
soldier all the way to bats, and another one on the med.
Nice damage
Fanny
to the
goes-
medic, but enough.
Fanny goes quite a bit low, but does not use here. Again, they've lost 3 players here. It's
Yeah.
hard to say if all 3 of those players were meant to die or if it was an accidental 3-man. But we do see a very cheeky kitchen play here.
Oh, they dropped the scout.
Altaria, MG, Lord Greatest Gift to Asia, finds 2 clean rockets. Turns
Yeah,
into a
red's
disaster
crumbling
push.
a bit here. Absolute disaster.
Full disa and down their pocket scout.
We're still
Just
trying for
completely kill.
something here.
Second descent, one sat does not find any success.
Oh, they might get the med. They get the force and cheese.
Yo.
Yeah, but it's expensive a demo and a scout as well. Hong hat buff, victoriously walking to last. 6v3 right now, but they do lose Sean.
I think they get their spawner soon.
They lose Fruit as well, and
They got a heavy, but a bit too late, I think.
yeah. Valiant attempt by the players left to defend point, but too little too late, I guess. As I think there was definitely an overcommit for that force there, and
Yeah, and the critical drop there in the pocket scout and kitchen, just kind of sealing the map for them.
course 2-1 here.
Yeah, they got down and it took them 12 seconds to spawn in time.
Ooh, nice direct on top right on the scout.
We do see
So they're
the
looking to capitalize off that.
You see the double bomb aggression again. 2 clean rockets on Fanny, and Fanny's taking down. This is such a good mid for SNL with Catman. Completely dominant,
Double
almost
in.
wiping out. Lego goes for a sack, finds 1 pipe on the K-pop Bobo, but that is it.
Yeah, good for them to recognize, you know, they directed the scout top right, he falls back, tries to get heals, and they immediately double bomb to capitalize off that, gets massive value. So
Oh, it was beautifully methodical. Yet again, double bomb, walk forward, kill players.
yeah.
Oh no.
Nice, almost dying to spam off out of shutter, but blue team full disad. A level 1 center gun is all the defensive off plus they've got going here. They pop their shutter here. Sentry gun goes down. It does look like they might lose Sean in the flank. Point is being played. There is a fully buffed heavy standing on it, but instantly melted. And blue team has lost 3 players already.
Oh.
Zeiss does find a pick on Fruit and manages to survive as well. Lego with some clutch pipes as well.
Yeah, this looks dead for red.
And somehow through raw DM alone, Zeiss manages to defend his team's last point. That looks so good for SNL with Catman, but just unable to clean up on the scout and demo at the end. 50 disad. Entire team is postured towards lower, completely out of their. And Fanny does still have a 25% more, I guess. Dwindling now, but they do walk in through lower. They pop through. We do have a bit of a backup going on as well, but they sent 3 players back to deal with it, so the Uber finds
Nothing.
0 success.
Very clean escape. They trade? What?
And,
Okay.
and Fruit, off of the chaos, manages to find Fanny somehow.
They use here.
Hippo Bubble pops to save all of his players. And they're walking through lower right now, but they are getting stuffed by Lego here. Lego finds massive amounts of damage, and Hippo Bubble dies off of it.
1v1 between Gale and Zeiss right now.
Scout of the century.
Here.
They both just opted back out.
No, Drill is going back.
They're going back in again.
I think Drill will get caught here, bro.
Yeah,
No,
they might both get caught here.
As well.
That's not good.
2 very late deaths here, and that might be a free mid off of that.
Nah.
But blue team still does have its spawners rolling out, so they do have quite a bit of time to set up here.
Their soldier will try and take high ground right here. He will get hurt a lot.
Hong
And
hat
he will
buff is
be there right here.
all the high ground in the
Facing
world
him
right
all the
now,
way
and
in
they
the
get 2
storm.
picks off of that. They lose K-pop Boba again. That is going to be full ad for Fanny right now.
Oh no, they're just picking off the red team one by one right now.
Joel does get spotted in lower as well, going for a cheeky play.
Again. There's a spotter on forward. The hell? Is that? Is that the medic? No.
Sorry?
Never mind. I don't mind it.
There you go. Red's got a sniper here. Some cheeky pick maybe.
70 ad for Fanny. Pops to shutter here. Heavy
no,
off pass and a sniper, but the sniper is still in spawn. Blue team has all the space on last in the world.
Demo is so.
A heavy pick and a soldier pick here.
Soldier bomb goes huge. They get the demo here. Looks like a
And
round
there's
for
another.
blue.
Yeah. 13 minutes left on the clock. 3-1 in favor of Hong Hat Buff here.
The scout on red just keeps getting caught, bro. Like he just goes too forward and just freaking dies.
Lego botching his rollout a little bit.
Be interesting to see how they take this mid. Will they go for double bomb again? Both soldiers in.
See the same mid. Both teams sending both their soldiers very deep in K-pop Popo, but the medics actually meet each other on mid.
They get the med pick here.
But K-pop Bobo does have this. Unfortunately, goes down as well. And solid mid for
interesting
SNL with Catman here wins, but both medic dying does mean the game's gonna slow down a bit. Fanny
Yep.
is gonna be spawning just a little bit faster than K-pop Bobo.
Dude, the scout is just hiding in cheese.
He's just staring at a wall. I was
He's
about to
waiting
say.
for. I think he's waiting for Fry, bro. Or 6ix9ine.
No, he's drinking some water. Allow it.
Hydration is important.
Speaking of hydration, while we're waiting for the stalemate, you guys know you can bet on the liquid.tf. You can't bet on this match, but you can bet next week. So hope to see you guys there.
Just don't get caught in single player or you die.
Yep. Yep. Do it responsibly.
It's gonna be even worse fit.
You are supporting the teams.
Do not bet with your mom's credit card.
I think Fry is gonna go for something though. No. They're making space in
Red team
lower right
is-
now.
You're looking for a bomb in. Both soldiers in here on the demo, I
Nice
think.
knife was nice.
Fanny with some clean movement takes a 50 damage rocket, but that would be it. Red
Dude,
team
the
actually
knife
loses
from-
the third player again, and they're gonna have to give. They're gonna be forced to give up mid off of that.
Good,
The
you got
knife
this-
from
you got the
They might
split
actually lose
attention.
Joe here as well, but he gets out. Varane is actually the one who's gonna be getting caught in Saw.
You got this like split bombs here, you know, one of them is bombing a demo, one of them is bombing the med, you know. They need to
Definitely.
sort it out. I believe in red, but they need to clean up these bombs.
nice passive play from the
Completely
blue
in for free through lower right now. It's a 5-man blob protecting the medic.
Oh,
Soldiers
Altaria,
in.
the first casualty.
oh,
Red team does get forced.
the red is
They do find 3 picks for it. No pocket scout.
amazing play from the red soldiers right there. I think they're gonna try and go to kitchen though.
Yeah, red team would ideally want to try and take this for free, but it looks like they're actually going to try and go for a trade here. Rushing
No,
in the
there's no
left
trade.
lane.
There,
But K-pop was long gone. But it doesn't look like Varane got the memo and does get caught by the.
Oh, this Lego is so good. The nice arrow from the med. He lives. However,
You finally get him,
Lego
but
does go down right there.
they lose their med here. Pretty big ad on the side of blue, it's gonna be hard.
Now they're gonna spawn. It's only like 30.
Yeah,
If they just build it, they're just gonna even it.
Do,
Lego still-
Really,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
do something. He's behind right now. He gets spotted out. Now he's gonna try and go back.
Soldier's high, does get spotted, chooses to fade away. And Red team is being very respectful of this ad, but Fanny's nowhere close to Uber at 70%. He's 80 HP. Altaria does go down, and it looks like Sean goes dangerously low, but does survive thanks to an error from Fanny. And SNL with Catman bleeds 2 players, and that signals the get out of their card. K-pop Bobo at 75%, but Fanny is really fast here. They're into lower already, completely uncontested.
They use.
Coin is already half cap before they pop. K-pop Bobo is at 99%.
Oh, they
Guess
get it.
Uber
Last
clutch.
minute.
Crazy rocket from Zig there.
Oh,
Happy birthday.
K-pop
Shuna.
Bobo, K-pop Bobo just goes from one side of the map to the other. He's like, bye bye, I'm out of there. Crazy serve from Altaria's rocket there.
Alert. The control point is being contested. We have lost the control point.
Well, we have a little bit of a downtime. Shout out to Suna, I guess. Happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday, Suna. Hope you have a good day. Not much of a day left here in Asia. It's 9 p.m. Teams might be getting tired, but you know, Red needs to clutch this up. I believe, you know, we've seen inklings of hope. We've seen some really nice plays going on here, but we need that consistency.
Even Uber's Hong hat buff pressuring lower again. They find the early pick on one of the scouts. Drill also barely getting out of there.
There's into
And-
window.
Altaria is in deep. Sorry, that was Sean, but the soldiers with the same hat. Oh, red team forces to oxygen and blue team's out of there.
oh, I think Drill is
Interesting.
getting.
They're
Pulls
looking
this
sore
down.
here. Where's Red playing?
Yep.
A lot of respect here, giving second up. Not gonna try for any funny forces on the med, but they do have a sniper on Red.
60% on K-pop Bobo. Will not have Uber for this last defense. Red team is completely
Put it in.
just, they don't have any person holding right side here. But Fanny is in. Blue team is completely
Red's still pretty close here, 90%.
90%.
Hold out a bit longer. They still have their players. It's not over.
Fanny with the most beautiful error to save Zeiss there. Red team does have Uber now.
They
They
get the
find
use.
one kill off of it, but Altaria holding shot.
Seems like enough.
Of course, he goes for the air shot.
There goes sticking point here. It's looking. Oh, they get the spawner.
They're still back and forth, but the spawners
Yeah.
do come in.
Nice bomb from 6-9. Picks up the mid. I think we will.
There go gets out. Yeah, it's interesting. They kind of just let them go to red side for free there. Just completely no one holding red side on that push.
Yeah. And we're gonna see another Uber even situation here. Red team not opting to have any off classes as of now. They do have drill on engineer now.
Look, he's going far right there. With 5 back, also getting fight them. He tries to bomb Lego right there, massive damage onto Lego, but it's not enough to kill him.
There goes
Oh
still
my.
spamming the sentry from top.
They managed
Blue
to pick up
team
this.
with crazy pressure does get the gun down.
They do get Sean though, so they still have time.
They managed to leave in.
Does give
believe-
enough time for drill to get the level 3 up.
There's a fight right now in lower. They're going to try and take lower here. They're going from lower to right now.
Yeah, both
The
maps
gun is in the
even.
banny spot here, but Lego's
It's
completely uncontested and drop down. Takes down the gun.
That doesn't work for him.
There
And
goes a
Yes,
monster.
Fanny is distributing buffs to the soldier.
He's going to. Oh, they managed to
Altered
trade it.
with the soldier in lower,
Another
but
3 down on blue and 2 down on red with both soldiers out for each team.
There is a chance here.
It's so still.
Oh.
They
Such
still have a heavy.
They don't want them to do funny stuff.
60 seconds.
Scouts in on Lego, doesn't find enough damage though. It looks like he's gonna be going down.
Yeah.
SNL with Catman was playing with fire there with the
Like
trap
too
and
fast.
bridge, but
Pop is so low.
blue team has a pick. No sentry gun this time. They can go immediately for the stat. And Altair is just in through drop down. They're gonna try and isolate the soldier in left lobby.
There's in on the med.
And damage on K-pop Bobo signals of force. But
Mission ends in 30 seconds.
Starling
Oh.
is gonna be managing to get out of there with the skin of his teeth.
Going to stabilize and repush this. They have full ad. Oh my.
18 seconds on the clock. I don't know what happens if that turns to 0. Does it reset?
No, I think it's
Oh.
going to overtime.
Mission ends in 10 seconds.
Oh,
Oh,
oh
1 second.
on cap.
They do manage to go to overtime, get some cap time here. But they're gonna be wiping off of that.
Big demo damage here. We get a
And
round
that's the
reset.
stalemate. 2.5 minutes on the map here.
Yep, Benny config means this goes first to 4, I think.
First of
So
all,
yeah, so if we run out of time, then you know red needs 3 more caps and blue needs 1 more.
One more. Gonna be a very important mid year for SNL with Catman.
Only damage from red team right there. Now
Double
they'll be
bomb
taking
action again, maybe.
with the blue
Also
scout.
good.
Yep.
Going
Like
in.
clockwork, both soldiers are in. Blue team does have some counter bombs.
Oh, the scout.
Alexa
Oh, the
Satchel here. They
They
drop 3.
They find Lego and shot off of the chaos, but they've lost 3 players for it.
they're like.
And
Oh, oh no, they're going to try.
oh no,
He has
very
to pay
greedy.
Oh, mad drop. Mad dice here.
very greedy from SNL with Catman. They try to bomb.
the- Dude, they should have just went back, bro.
I just witnessed a massacre.
Wow,
The entirety of
they were.
Red team's bomb was completely wiped off the face of Derek here, and we see what might
Gun.
potentially be the last push here. Gun goes down. They have all the space in right spawn, and
Oh,
point is being played,
oh.
and just like that, the match is over. Oh, that
Some
buff
big-
comes out on top.
There's still time. There's a minute. There's a minute.
Oh wait, I hit this config. I'm so sorry. I just thought it was over right
So
there.
either way, they will need to cap 1 more on the side of blue. They should have delayed that a bit. So, but you know.
Can I speak in Filipino? Someone's asking for it, bro. Someone's asking for it. What the? Okay.
Perhaps after this mid, we do see a very similar mid, complete chaos. Fanny and K-pop Bobo both going down, but
Oh,
2v2 here.
two
Two scouts.
scouts
Yeah,
versus 2 projectiles. We all know how this story goes.
Alert. The control point is being contested.
All right, Joel, give us a brief summary of that mid in Filipina. Go for it.
unamid kay katong sundalo, gisting na pod nila bombing ang mga medic ug mga scout. Tapos paghuman, bobo kay lang bomb nangamatay ang mga bayot paghuman kay wala na lang. Yung scout gilubot na lang nila tong demo man. Kay baba na lamang tong HP nila.
I love this cast. That was a good analysis, man. I really appreciate it.
I hope all the Pinoy watchers out there are satisfied with Joel's.
Yeah, go more.
Go.
Joe.
Tungod kay naunsa sila gusto sila daghan og patay. Ayaw lagi gunsa. Minaro dara kay kamo mga matay mo pag masubraan og kuha, di ba? Oh, di ba? Tama. Kanina po, balik na po sila ni testing, nag-steelmate na po ni mga bayot dire. Kanina nag-spamming na po ni sila. Kana, tira-tirahan ng mga bading dara. This building na po sila mga sentry dire, pero feeling po na ako na wala na ning sentry dire kay bubo kay placement. Testing og bombing a soldier.
This is going huge.
Okay, hold sa Angel din. Hold sa Angel din, oy. Gago.
Oh my god.
No, but
Oh my
sabi lang itunig dun sa engineering, BS, civil engineering, how the oy.
One is asking
Bachelor
for
of
a
Science.
sign language translator.
Hindi mo man, namatay si X, look. Boom, wala na.
Uncle Dan.
Kana yun to pod. Pero ang red team dire, na-pull ad, napay 50 over ang blue team. Pero dire nagyapon sila, nag-engineer nagyapon si Drill, nagbuhat-buhat dire, nag-uncle din. Si Sean ni testing og away sa ilalom. Tan-aw. Nadira.
Alright.
Ano po na eh. Nabas sila isend na wapo dire. This is for the stakes of the world. Wala stalemate pa ni oy. Boring. Trying to contesting the undernet of the point. Right there.
There goes free here,
Pastilan.
top left.
My PLDT is dying. My internet pastilan. They're going to try take right here. The demo one is spamming Lego. Lego bricks them. Wow.
There's over
Alright.
here, they're looking for
believe-
something.
Oh, the soldier is trying to go in. Ala, hold na. Uy, gago. Testing og pa. Wala. Nabatay. Dito ko sa engineer.
Metro!
Dito ka mo, Didik. Pastilan! Puto ka na, uy!
It's so
Wala na
delayed!
po.
It's like 2 seconds delayed!
Lumdra. King is 2,000. Ay na po nag-take og space diri ang red. Mao na ilang tsansa. Basig madaog na po din sila pero wala na testing food. No. Wala ilang tsansa. Okay na lang yung bulat. They'll take the Uber because they're pulling in the ad. Tapos ni
A
balik
huge
na po
drop
ni
there.
Mao Jod.
Alright, yeah. I feel like as inclusive as you've been with Filipino players, maybe inclusive of other players.
There's a huge
Oh,
drop there
really?
inside of blue, they use in.
Popping Lego is the only casualty on Hong Hat buff here.
Someone last. There's 2 players
Yeah,
last.
back up.
Just stop it.
The back half attempt completely thwarted here.
Ends in 10 seconds.
4v3 in favor of SNL with Catman. Fanny does get his Uber right now. It looks like they won't actually pop in here. They're letting them
Yeah,
cap the
cap.
point to go to reset the timer.
It's they should have just not capped really, just take it, you know, round reset, play it from mid, but
Our control point.
I guess they'd rather be in the position of holding second. I mean, holding fourth, I guess, as opposed to going for a mid fight.
yeah.
There's not very big disad for Fanny here, only a 30% disad.
Ooh, Medic
Snakewater
hot,
is really
not
hard
bad.
to push out of last year. They might actually get Uber in time here.
I mean, if you know how to count, it will be always master that if you know how to use it.
Very wise words of wisdom from Joel here.
Oh,
They're walking up cheese.
Red team completely in for free through cheese here.
Oh,
But
soldiers
Fanny's
walking
at
saw.
85%. Capable
Oh,
with
nice.
a really nice
Might be a
turn.
force, the stick.
Might get
Let
forced
go
with 90
again.
HP here. Starling does go in for the backup here. Not sure if
Oh,
anyone
no.
knows. Soldiers
No.
are
They're coming
what,
back.
Point is being captured.
Blue team has lost 2 soldiers for this Uber, but they do
found
still
out,
have Uber
bro.
here.
right, he's going to.
Red
Oh,
team
they
is
did here.
forced. It looks like they're gonna be paying with dear life here. Losing 3-4 players already, and it looks like the 5th player is gonna be going down as well. And I think this is gonna be the actual end of the game here, guys.
They couldn't get the
Stakes
cap.
3-0.
The final control point is being
Veron.
This is it,
Oh,
GG's.
oh, this. The freaking breeze.
Yep. So
Dude, I honestly think the triple sacks are like fucking them up, the red team.
yeah, I mean, I think the outcome of the triple sacks is the issue. You know, like if
Yeah.
you're gonna put 3 players in, then you have to guarantee some sort of picks.
Fourth.
But half the times we see these triple sacks on mid. Sometimes they go really well. They clear out the entire point, but the other half the time it's going not so well. 3 of them die. They don't get a single pick. They lose the mid, and they pretty much roll to last. So you can take a look at the logs here. I think again Lego has been doing so much. Soldiers bomb in, and he just instantly has a stick charged up. That's it on the med. Half the time he's getting the forces, right? We saw it on the second point there, where he forced K-pop bubble 9 HP, nearly a kill, nearly a drop, but
Again,
yeah.
we see
What do you think?
the damage board here. Close to 300 DPM again. In fact, he got 293 last map and not 294. Up this performance by 1 solid damage per
Man
minute.
of consistency, yeah.
That was definitely a very demo-centric game. Lego and Veron definitely put up a really good performance individually, but like Joel mentioned, the triple sacks from Catman definitely felt more spontaneous than planned, because they kept losing mid or second or whatever they were holding off of those 3-mans, and it just looked like they weren't prepared to play around it.
Yeah, I mean these triple sacks, you need them to work. If they don't work, then it's like coin flipping, right? You need the kind of target focus, and that's kind of what was lacking here. We saw a lot of discipline coming into process. Coming to the start of Snakewater, we see them taking those rounds, but towards the end, we see them kind of slip. The discipline when it comes to bombing the same area, even. Sometimes they just go completely split. Right, even shooting the same target, we see a lot of that discipline they had fading towards the end, and then Hong Hatpa pushing the advantage there, seeing that the play is not as good, and coming out on top.
Oh no, my TF2 crashed. What the fuck?
Not the worst time for it to crash, since the game is already over.
No.
Yeah, I mean, what words do you have to say to encourage your fellow Filipino brothers on SNL?
Stop dying.
Stop dying. Very encouraging.
He's so real, bro.
Taking a look at meds here, I mean,
No,
Uber
man.
counts.
I want to say,
Yeah.
think positive. Think positive. Wag kang aayaw. Think positive.
Let's go. Let's go. I mean, they played really well. We saw crazy scout action on process. We saw inklings of greatness on Snakewater with the double bombs, but it was just not enough. Long Hat Buff is too strong here, and they're second seed for a reason. They've only lost to Xiao, and Xiao is of course a really strong team as well. So a lot of props to both teams here. I think it's a lot closer game than we expected. Especially Gale, I think. Gale didn't expect it
Yeah,
to be
I was
that
expecting a clean 5-0, 5-0, but SNL with Catman proving me wrong. That game was a lot closer than even the current score suggests.
Yeah,
Like,
for
especially
sure.
the mids. Like,
yeah.
SNL with Catman definitely thrives off of this chaos, because I think they won 3 out of the 7 mids in total.
Yeah.
Which is pretty impressive considering how they've opted to fight these mids. With a little bit more fine tweaking and better focus fires, who knows, maybe the next time they play Snakewater, they're going to be a lot more dominant on these mids and might be able to convert a lot more of these ads into last pushes and wins.
Yeah, I think for sure conversion was like a big issue of SNL. We saw a lot of rounds where it's winnable, but it's just something they couldn't convert. So
yeah,
looking to our brackets, next game. I don't think we're playing that game next, but our next upper bracket game would be, of course, Xiao versus Hong Hatbuff. We've seen this in the qualifiers.
Oh,
Very interesting game, I would say. Probably top two teams that most people rate in the tournament. I think both teams are fairly strong. We'll have to see what goes on. Xiao's game, unfortunately, on Friday was not streamed, but I can assure you that it was a Xiao game. It was a Xiao game for sure. I think next games that we're going to be looking at would be match 6. So it would be Beef Boys versus Andy Birds. So I think that one could be interesting because we've seen Beef Boys really turn it up. You know, they took the game against United Beast. No one expected that except TJ maybe. And Andy Birds, of course, you know, really putting up a good showing. Again, the scouts on Andy Birds really doing a lot of work. You know, Miles, I remember very vividly, you know, he was doing really well against Zeiss's team. So we could see a really close game, you know, Beef Boys, Andy Birds. I don't know who I favor in that matchup, but, you know, I think in due time we'll see over the week. And for the second lower bracket game that we're going to have would be United Beasts versus SNL. I think I favor SNL a bit more. I think, you know, with a bit of tweaking, they could have beat Hong Hat Buff here, so for sure, I favor them. But yeah, what do you guys have anything to say?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. So we'll be back next week, same times again. We've moved it up 30 minutes because better for everyone, really. So we'll be back on a Friday at 8 p.m. GMT +8, so Singapore time if you're from Singapore, and as well as Sunday 8 p.m. So we'll try to be there every week. We'll catch you guys then.
Please gamble, bro,
Shout out.
so that we can have money, please.
I think shout out to Joel and Gale for coming on short notice. You know, I woke up at 6 p.m. and I was trying to get people for the cast. Thanks so much for coming. Really appreciate it. Of course, again, you know, server hosters, ABJ, Mitch, thanks so much for production staff. You know, can't do this without you guys. And of course, shout out to players. You know, thanks for playing. You know, thanks for giving us a good game. How about you?